Freud would have thought about what happened, actually what almost didn't happen, last night at Barack Obama's New York City fundraiser. We can't, of course, book Sigmund as a guest, so let's make this rhetorical. Our fourth story on the countdown, Obama and Clinton. Awkward. Barack Obama spoke last night for a half hour before an audience of about 1,000 people. He praised Senator Clinton as extraordinary. He got a substantial ovation.
I promise you, not only will we change this country, but we will change the world. Thank you very much for listening.
It's what came next that left us analytically scratching our chins, wondering if something subconscious was at work. A full 35 seconds later, after he seemed to remember what he forgot, Obama returned for a curtain call.
I've got one more thing that is important to do. Senator Clinton still has some debt. There are many supporters of mine here who have not yet given something to help her retire that debt.
In case there was any doubt, he underscored his admiration for his erstwhile rival first thing this morning.
I've learned from her as a candidate. I'm proud to call her my friend. I know that I desperately need her and Bill Clinton involved in this campaign.
And he does. Take a look at this recent Pew poll. Obama bests McCain in the presidential horse race. Further, among their respective supporters, Obama has a higher number who strongly support him than McCain does. Democratic Party unity in play. But looking deeper at this same poll, fissures start to emerge. Just 35% of Democrats who favored Clinton think Obama is more personally qualified than John McCain. And on the flip side of the proverbial coin, there's also apparently some doubt. Obama booster and venture capitalist Ed Chandler included this passage in an emailed dinner invitation. None of the money raised will go to pay off Hillary Clinton's debts. While you may have heard that Senator Obama has asked people to make a separate donation to the Clinton campaign for that purpose, neither the law nor the ethic of this campaign will allow for any transfer of funds from Obama for America to Clinton. John Harwood joins us now. He's CNBC's chief Washington correspondent and a political writer for the New York Times. He's also the author of Pennsylvania Avenue, Profiles in Backroom Power. Thanks for being here, John.
Hey, Rachel, I think you got some news tonight. I think this is banana peel day for the entire political community.
Everybody screws up, and we have the best night ever. That's how it works. John, even if Obama and Clinton personally have sufficiently repaired and their relationship, they now have a genuinely healthy campaign relationship, do these two still have work to do when it comes to their supporters? I mean, that Ed Chandler email saying none of this money will go to Clinton, ouch.
I think the strong feelings of some of those closest supporters to both of these candidates remain, and that's something they've got to work on. It's part of pulling the party together for the convention. I think more significant was the slip by Barack Obama. Look, that was a kind of an unconscious projection. I'm sure it was not deliberate on his part, but to the extent there's a part of Barack Obama that people criticize for being aloof, the kind who gives sort of backhanded compliments, the kind who said at the debate that time, you're likable enough, Hillary. This was one of those moments that underscored that quality. It was unfortunate for him, exactly the thing he didn't need at this moment. Now, I happen to believe, Rachel, that this fissure is not going to prove all that significant in the long run, but right now it's a bit of a headache.
Obama's finance team last night told donors that fundraising on the Obama side is, quote, a little slow. Is it possible that this is Obama diehards not wanting their money to be used to retire Clinton's debt? Could this be the base backlash against the recent unveiling of Mr. Centrist Obama?
I wouldn't expect much of a backlash on Mr. Centrist, but I do think the trajectory of Obama's fundraising is something to watch. This is something Carly Fiorina said that was on target over the last couple of days, which was that, they're watching the trend line. John McCain is creeping up. He still hasn't had a month half as good as Barack Obama's had, but Barack Obama has not, so far as we know, come anywhere close to that $55 million month that he had during the spring when he was fighting against Hillary Clinton. He clearly is counting on having a substantial financial advantage. That's why he's going outside the taxpayer-funded system. So the pace of his fundraising in June, July, and August is going to be pretty significant to watch.
John, this Pew poll that's out now, it's kind of a good news, bad news thing for Obama. On the one hand, only 35% of Clinton's original supporters seem to be sold on Obama. That's the bad news. On the other hand, even without them, he's beating McCain by 8 points, and he's still got a big well of presumably persuadable Clintonites to go after. Do you think that's the right interpretation there?
I think it's precisely the right interpretation. If he's got an 8-point lead over John McCain with some resistance being expressed by those Hillary Clinton supporters, that tells you how much upside he's got in the election. We see the number of Hillary Clinton supporters who say they're voting for McCain is creeping down. I would expect that to creep down further. And you've got to look, Rachel, at the overall theory of the campaign by the Obama side, which is that voters have fundamentally decided they don't want Republicans, they don't want any more of Bush's policies, and what they're going to do is wait until the end of the campaign and maybe break late. And if he's got an 8-point lead and he gets a late break, he's going to have a comfortable November against John McCain.
John Harwood of CNBC and the New York Times, great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, my pleasure.